Men, listen closely. You can conquer the world, build an empire, make millions, but if you don't know how to make your woman happy, none of it will feel complete. Look around. How many relationships start with passion only to wither into boredom? How many men get comfortable thinking love is a one-time achievement instead of a daily commitment? They stop listening, they stop appreciating, they stop trying. And then one day, they wake up to a woman who feels distant. A woman who once adored them but now seems irritated. A woman who once looked at them with admiration but now barely makes eye contact. They wonder, what went wrong? Here's the hard truth. Love doesn't die in explosions. It fades in silence. It fades when she repeats something for the third time and you roll your eyes. It fades when she gets dressed up and you don't even notice. It fades when she longs for your attention, but you're too busy with your phone. And men wonder why the passion disappears. But here's the secret. A woman's happiness is the foundation of a fulfilling, intimate relationship. Because when a woman is truly happy, when she feels loved, seen, and understood, she will give you everything. Her body, her loyalty, her devotion, her deepest desires. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share isn't just advice, it's a blueprint. A blueprint to not only make her happy, but to create a relationship so powerful, so passionate, that she will never stop craving you. And pay attention, because the last point I'm going to reveal is the most important of them all. It's the key that separates men who struggle in relationships from men whose women adore them. So watch until the end. Your future self and your woman will thank you. Men, let's be honest. How often has your woman reminded you about something, again and again, and you thought, why does she keep nagging? Did you take out the trash? Did you call your mom? Did you book that appointment? At first you nod, yeah, I'll do it, but you don't. A few hours pass, a day, maybe two, and then she asks again and again. And suddenly you feel annoyed. You think, why does she keep repeating herself? Here's the hard truth. She's not doing it because she loves to talk. She's doing it because she's being patient with your weak memory, your procrastination, and, yes, sometimes your laziness. Every time she reminds you of something, it's not just about the task, it's about trust. And every time you ignore her, even unintentionally, you're sending a silent message. What you say doesn't matter to me. And let me tell you something, when a woman starts feeling unheard, it's the beginning of emotional distance. And when emotional distance sets in, intimacy starts to fade. If you say you're going to do something, do it immediately. Not later, not tomorrow, not after she reminds you again. Because every time you fulfill a promise without her having to ask twice, you're building something far greater than just trust. You're building a deep emotional connection. And that connection? It's what makes a woman feel safe. And when a woman feels safe, she relaxes into her femininity. She softens, she trusts. And that trust? That's what makes a relationship go from ordinary to extraordinary. Imagine this. She asks you once, can you fix the sink? And instead of saying, yeah, I'll get to it, and forgetting, you get up and do it, right then. You don't realize it, but in that moment she's thinking, wow, he listens, he respects me, he values me. And men, let me tell you something powerful. When a woman feels valued, she will give you the world in return. Most men ignore the small things, and then they wonder why their woman stops being affectionate. They wonder why she stops initiating intimacy. They wonder why she pulls away. It's because she no longer feels heard. So, next time she reminds you of something, don't wait. Don't make her repeat herself. Act immediately. And watch how everything in your relationship changes, how her trust in you deepens, how her admiration for you grows, how her love for you becomes unstoppable. Because when a woman knows she can count on you, she will love you with a passion you've never experienced before. So the choice is yours. Ignore her and she will slowly drift away. Listen, take action, and she will worship you. Which man do you want to be? Men, society has lied to you. You've been told that making a woman happy requires a fat bank account, luxury vacations, diamond rings, and designer bags. That women are only impressed by wealth and material things. So, you grind harder. You focus on making more money, thinking, once I have enough, I'll be able to make her truly happy. But then, something strange happens. You buy her something expensive and sure, she smiles, but that glow, it fades fast. And soon, she's back to feeling off, a little distant, a little dissatisfied. And you wonder, what more does she want? The truth? It's not about how much you spend. It's about how much you make her feel special. The solution, the little things that matter more than money. Let me give you a secret that most men never understand. A woman finds more joy in wearing new clothes than in buying them. Read that again. It's not about the price tag. It's about the feeling of being adored, of being reminded that she is seen, valued, and worth being spoiled. Even in the smallest way. That means even if money is tight, you can still make her feel like a queen. Imagine this. Instead of waiting for her birthday or a big occasion, one evening, out of nowhere you say, "Let's go get you something nice today." It doesn't have to be designer. It doesn't have to be expensive. But the fact that you thought of it, that you wanted to take her out just to see her happy, that's what makes it special. That's what makes her heart melt. And it doesn't stop at clothes. A single rose on an ordinary day. A handwritten note saying, "You're beautiful." A spontaneous drive just to grab her favorite snack. These tiny gestures trigger something deep in her soul, the feeling that she is cherished. And when a woman feels cherished, she transforms. She becomes softer, more loving, more playful, more sensual. Pattern interrupt. Try this today. Tonight. Don't wait. Don't overthink it. Just look at her and say, "Babe, let's go shopping." Even if it's just a simple dress, a cute top, or a pair of earrings, watch her eyes light up. Because it's not about what you buy, it's about why you buy it. It's about showing her, "I notice you. I care. I want you to feel special." And men hear this loud and clear. A woman who feels special, who feels adored, will move mountains for you. She will love you, desire you, and give you a kind of passion that no amount of money can ever buy. So, tell me, will you keep waiting for the right time, or will you make her feel special today? Men, let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly sat down with your woman, without distractions, without your phone, without thinking about work, and just gave her your time? Most men don't even realize when their relationship starts to shift. At first, everything is exciting. You text her all day, you plan dates, you talk for hours. She feels like the center of your world. But then, life happens. Work piles up, responsibilities grow. You come home exhausted, and all you want is to zone out. So you sit on the couch, scroll through your phone, or fall into the same routine. Eat, watch TV, sleep. You think, she understands, she knows I'm busy. But here's what you don't see. She feels the distance growing. And one day you notice she's not as affectionate. She doesn't laugh as much. She stops initiating intimacy. And you wonder what changed. You stop giving her your most valuable gift, your time. The solution, 1 hour that changes everything. Listen carefully. Women don't crave expensive dates or extravagant surprises. What they truly want is presence. Even if you're exhausted, even if you've had the longest day, set aside 1 hour every evening. 1 hour where it's just you and her. No phone, no TV, no distractions. Just talking, laughing, playing, reconnecting. You don't have to make it complicated. Sit on the couch and ask her about her day, and really listen. Go for a short walk together. Cook something simple together. Just hold her, touch her, make her feel seen. That 1 hour, it's the difference between a relationship that thrives and one that slowly dies from neglect. Men often wonder why their relationship loses passion, why their woman stops initiating intimacy, why she seems distant, why she no longer looks at them the way she used to. It's because love fades in the absence of connection. But the moment you start making time for her again, something incredible happens. She starts feeling cherished. She becomes happier, more playful, more affectionate. And intimacy? It doesn't feel like a routine anymore. It becomes something she craves. Because a woman who feels emotionally connected to you will naturally desire more of you. Patent interrupt, take action today. Tonight when you get home, do something different. Instead of falling into your usual routine, look at her and say, "Come here, let's spend some time together." No distractions, no excuses, just 1 hour of pure presence. And watch what happens. Because a man who chooses his woman every single day, that's the man she will never stop loving, never stop craving, and never stop giving her best to. So the question is, are you willing to give her what she truly needs, or will you wait until the love starts slipping away? Remember, when love becomes predictable, it becomes dull. Men, let me ask you this. Do you remember how excited she used to get when she saw your name pop up on her phone? How her eyes would light up when you planned something special? How she used to crave being around you? But now things feel different. She still loves you, but the excitement isn't the same. The passion isn't as intense. The energy between you isn't as electric. And you think, that's just how relationships are after a while, right? Wrong. The problem isn't time, it's predictability. When every day looks the same, when every interaction feels routine, when she knows exactly what to expect, the excitement fades. And when excitement fades, so does passion. The solution, the magic of unexpected joy. If you want your woman to stay excited about you, if you want her to continue looking at you with admiration and desire, you need to introduce surprises into the relationship. And no, I'm not talking about grand gestures or expensive gifts. I'm talking about small, unexpected moments of joy that remind her that she is still special to you. Leave a note in her bag saying, "I can't wait to see you tonight." Send her a text in the middle of the day that simply says, "Thinking of you, beautiful." Bring home her favorite snack without her asking. Buy her a single chocolate bar just because. Whisper in her ear when she least expects it, "You have no idea how much I love you." These little things might seem insignificant, but to her, they mean everything. Because they tell her, "I don't take you for granted. I still want to see you smile. I still want to make you happy." Why, this leads to deeper intimacy. Men often ask, how do I keep my relationship passionate? Here is your answer. Keep her excited. A woman who wakes up every day not knowing what little surprise you'll bring into her life is a woman who will never get bored of you. And when a woman isn't bored, when she still feels butterflies, when she still feels desired, her love for you grows deeper. Her attraction to you intensifies. And suddenly the way she looks at you, touches you, and loves you, it feels like the early days all over again. Patent interrupt. Do this right now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Right now, grab your phone and send her a message that will make her smile. Something unexpected, something simple. It could be, "I was just thinking about how lucky I am to have you. I can't wait to hold you tonight. You are the best thing that ever happened to me." And watch how she responds. Because a man who keeps surprising his woman is a man she will never stop loving, never stop wanting, and never stop giving her best too. So the question is, are you ready to bring the spark back, or will you wait until the fire dies out completely? The most beautiful woman in the world, and she's yours. The silent killer of attraction. Men, let me ask you something. Do you remember how stunning she looked when you first met her? How you couldn't take your eyes off her? How every little thing about her, her smile, her laugh, the way she moved, made you feel alive? But now something has changed. You still love her, but you don't express it the way you used to. You no longer compliment her like before. You assume she knows she's beautiful, so you don't say it out loud. And here's where most men go wrong. They stop making their woman feel desired. They think, she knows I love her. They think, she knows I find her attractive. But what they don't realize is this. A woman needs to hear it, feel it, and see it every single day. Because the moment she starts doubting her beauty in your eyes, the moment she starts wondering if you still see her the way you used to, that's the moment the fire begins to fade. The solution. Love must be spoken, shown, and felt. If you want your woman to radiate confidence, if you want her to glow with happiness, then make it a daily habit to remind her how breathtaking she is. And I don't mean just a simple, you look nice. I mean real, raw, and passionate appreciation. Look at her with intensity and say, you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. While she's getting dressed, walk up behind her, kiss her neck, and whisper, you drive me crazy. When she's feeling down, lift her chin, look her in the eyes, and say, you are stunning, inside and out. When she's wearing something nice, don't just notice it, make her feel it. Because when a woman feels truly seen, she transforms. She stands taller, she smiles brighter, she feels sexier. And a woman who feels sexy, she brings a whole new level of passion and energy into your relationship. Why this leads to a deeper connection. Most men wonder why their woman stops being affectionate, stops initiating intimacy, stops craving them. They think, what happened? But here's the truth. Women respond to how they are made to feel. If she feels ignored, she will pull away. If she feels unappreciated, she will become distant. If she feels like she's just there, she will stop desiring you the way she used to. But when she feels like the most beautiful woman in the world, when she feels desired, she gives more. She opens up emotionally. She becomes softer, more playful. She starts craving intimacy, not as an obligation, but as something she wants just as much as you do. Patent interrupt. Do this today. Right now, before this day ends, make her feel beautiful. Walk up to her, hold her face, and tell her, you are the most gorgeous woman I've ever laid eyes on. Next time she's in front of a mirror, wrap your arms around her and say, damn, I am lucky to have you. When you're sitting next to her, just look at her and say, you take my breath away. And watch her reaction. Because a woman who feels like the most beautiful woman in your world will make you the happiest man in hers. So tell me, will you remind her today, or will you wait until she starts seeking that validation somewhere else? Understanding her heart. She's not throwing tantrums, she's asking for love. The problem, why she gets upset over small things. Men, have you ever been confused by your woman's emotions? One moment everything seems fine. The next, she's upset over something that seems insignificant to you. Maybe she's frustrated because you didn't reply to her text fast enough. Maybe she's annoyed because you forgot something she told you 3 times. Maybe she's giving you the cold shoulder and you have no idea why. And in your mind you think, why does she overreact? Why can't she just let the little things go? Why does she always bring up the past? But here's where most men make a mistake. They see a woman's emotions as a problem to fix, instead of a heart to understand. She's not mad because of a single forgotten text. She's not upset because of one small thing you did. She's upset because she feels unheard, unseen, or unimportant. And when a woman starts to feel that way, her love doesn't disappear overnight, but it does start to fade. The solution: listen, don't defend, hold, don't argue. Most men respond to an upset woman in two ways. They get defensive. I didn't mean it like that. You're overthinking. It's not a big deal. They shut down. They avoid the argument, stop talking, or withdraw emotionally. But neither of these make her feel better. Instead, if you want to truly connect with her, do this. When she's upset, don't argue. Just listen. Let her speak her heart without interruption. When she's frustrated, don't fix. Just hold her. A gentle touch can calm emotions faster than words. When she's feeling distant, don't pull away. Bring her closer. Instead of saying, "Why are you acting like this?" say, "Come here, tell me what's on your heart." You will be shocked at how quickly her mood shifts when she feels understood. Why this leads to more love and passion. Men, here's something most guys don't realize. When a woman feels truly heard, she falls deeper in love. When she knows she can express herself without being dismissed, she softens. When she feels emotionally safe with you, she opens up in ways you've never seen before. And that softness, that emotional safety, it leads to deeper intimacy. Not just emotionally, but physically too. Because a woman who feels emotionally connected will naturally desire a stronger physical connection. Pattern interrupt. Try this the next time she's upset. Next time she's frustrated. Don't defend. Don't fix. Don't shut down. Instead, try this. Look into her eyes and say, "I hear you." Take her hand and say, "I want to understand you." Hold her close and say, "I love you and I care about what's on your heart." And watch her anger dissolve. Because a woman who feels heard is a woman who stays in love. So the real question is, are you willing to understand her heart, or will you keep pushing her away without realizing it? Give her a break. She's not your servant, she's your queen. The problem: why she feels overwhelmed and unappreciated. Men, let's be honest. How often do you stop and think about how much your woman does for you? She cooks, she cleans, she makes sure everything in the house runs smoothly. She takes care of the little details, your laundry, your meals, your home. She even remembers the things you forget, like your mum's birthday, your doctor's appointment, or where you left your keys. And she does it all without complaining. But here's the reality. Just because she does it all doesn't mean she isn't exhausted. She's not a machine. She's not built to serve you 24/7. She's a woman who also needs rest, care, and love. And yet, most men don't realize how much pressure she carries until she starts to burn out. She starts getting irritated more easily. She doesn't smile as much. She stops being playful and affectionate. And you wonder, what's wrong with her? Nothing's wrong, she's just tired. Tired of feeling like no one sees how much she gives. Tired of carrying all the responsibilities alone. Tired of feeling like a caretaker instead of a woman who is loved and cherished. The solution: give her rest, show her love. If you want your woman to stay happy, glowing, and full of energy, then start giving back to her instead of just taking from her. And no, I'm not saying you need to do everything, but small acts of love make a world of difference. Bring food home so she doesn't have to cook every single night. Wash the dishes before she even asks. Pick up after yourself instead of leaving her with a mess. Offer to do the grocery run so she gets a break. Tell her to rest and handle something for her. Because when she sees you making an effort, when she realizes she doesn't have to do everything alone, she relaxes. And a relaxed, happy woman? That's a woman who will pour even more love, passion, and warmth into your relationship. Why this leads to a better love life. Most men don't realize this. When a woman feels appreciated, she naturally becomes more affectionate. She starts looking at you with more love. She smiles more. She wants to be closer to you, emotionally and physically. But when she's constantly exhausted and overwhelmed, she doesn't have the energy for deep connection. She doesn't have the desire to be playful or romantic. She starts pulling away, not because she doesn't love you, but because she needs rest. So if you want a woman who is excited to be around you, who is affectionate, who wants to be close to you, then take care of her too. Pattern interrupt. Take action today. Tonight, do something different. Instead of waiting for her to do everything, step up. Surprise her with dinner. Clean up before she has to. Tell her you do so much. Tonight you relax, I got this. And watch how her entire energy shifts. Because a man who cares for his woman, a man who protects her from exhaustion, that's the man she will give her entire heart to. So, will you be the man who helps lighten her load, or will you wait until she's too exhausted to keep giving you her best? The little things are actually everything. The problem, when love becomes routine, it starts to fade. Men. Here's something you need to understand. A woman doesn't fall in love with big moments. She falls in love with the little things. The way you look at her when she's not watching. The way you touch her gently when you pass by. The way you remember the small details. The way she takes her coffee, her favorite song, the story she told you last week. But here's the problem. Most men stop doing the little things after they've won her heart. At the beginning you sent sweet messages, you planned dates, you paid attention to everything she said. But now, you don't compliment her like you used to. You don't make small efforts to surprise her. You don't show affection unless it's leading to something. And she feels the difference. She doesn't complain, but she notices. She doesn't say it out loud, but inside she's wondering. Does he still adore me the way he used to? The solution. Never stop doing what made her fall in love. If you want to keep your woman happy, if you want to keep the passion strong, then never stop doing the little things that made her fall for you. You hold her hand in public. Make her feel claimed. Kiss her forehead randomly. Make her feel cherished. Text her during the day, just to say you miss her. Make her feel special. Tell her she's beautiful, not just when she's dressed up, but when she's in pajamas with messy hair. Look into her eyes when she talks. Show her she has your full attention. These things might seem small to you, but to her they mean everything. Because they remind her, he still loves me, he still wants me, I still matter to him. And when a woman feels that kind of love, she gives it back tenfold. Why this leads to more desire and passion. Men always ask, how do I keep the passion alive? Here's the answer. By keeping her heart full. When a woman feels truly loved, she naturally becomes more affectionate. She wants to be close to you. She wants to make you happy. She becomes softer, warmer, and more open. But when she feels like she's just there, when she starts to feel unappreciated, her energy changes. She stops looking at you with excitement. She stops being playful and flirty. She starts to pull away, not because she doesn't love you, but because she doesn't feel loved in return. So if you want a woman who is full of life, full of passion, full of desire, then feed her heart first. Take action right now. Right now, do something small but meaningful. Send her a message. I just want you to know. I appreciate everything you do, and I love you more than ever. When you see her next, hug her a little longer than usual. Tonight before bed, hold her and whisper, I still choose you every single day. And watch how she melts. Because the little things, They are everything. So the real question is, will you start paying attention before she stops waiting for you to? Never go to bed angry. Love must always win. The problem: unresolved conflict destroys relationships. Men, let's be real. Arguments happen. Misunderstandings happen. There will be moments when you frustrate her and moments when she frustrates you. That's normal. That's life. That's love. But here's where most relationships start to fall apart. They let small arguments turn into deep resentment. You get into a fight, and instead of fixing it, you go to bed in silence. You wake up still annoyed, and now there's a distance between you. Days pass, and suddenly, you're not talking as much. Weeks go by, and the love that once felt effortless now feels heavy. And before you even realize it, the connection starts to fade. Not because the love is gone, not because she doesn't care, but because pride, ego, and silence have built a wall between you. And here's the hard truth: every night you go to bed angry, you're slowly killing your relationship. The solution: choose love over ego every single time. If you truly love her, then you must make this a rule: never go to bed angry. No matter how big or small the argument, fix it before you sleep. If you were wrong, apologize. Don't let pride destroy something beautiful. If she's upset, hold her and say, "I don't want to fight, I love you." If the argument isn't solved, at least say, "We'll talk tomorrow, but just know, I love you and we're okay." Because when love is bigger than pride, when connection is more important than winning the argument, that's when your relationship lasts. Why this creates a stronger, more passionate love. Men, understand this: a woman who feels emotionally secure will always give you more of herself. She will be softer, more affectionate, more intimate. She will trust you deeply because she knows no fight can break you apart. She will love you more because she feels safe in your arms even after disagreements. But when you let anger linger, when you allow days of cold silence, she starts to shut down. She starts to feel unloved. She stops feeling safe in your love. And when that happens, that's when the distance between you becomes harder and harder to fix. Do this tonight, no matter what. Tonight, before you sleep, look at your woman and say, "No matter what happens, I love you, and I will always choose you." If there's tension between you, pull her close and whisper, "We're a team. Let's never let anything come between us." And watch what happens. Because a woman who knows her man will never let her go to bed feeling unloved. That's a woman who will love you with her whole heart forever. So the real question is, will you choose love over ego, or will you let silence build a wall between you?